Well, let's get more now on our top story. The explosions in two separate cities in Saudi Arabia. Joining us via Skype from Beirut is Joseph Kechichian. He's a Middle East analyst and writes for Gulf News. So tell us more about what apparently looks like a kind of coordinated attempt to bomb mosques in Saudi Arabia.
Coordinated or perhaps copycat attacks. Obviously, this is the latest of a series of attacks that have occurred during the past several days. But this morning there was one in Jeddah, this afternoon in Qatif in the eastern province, and then a few hours ago in the city of Medina. Now, we still don't know exactly what is propelling these attackers to blow themselves up and do as much damage as possible. But I suspect that this is a kind of a baroud of honor, if you would like, to events that are going on in several other places, whether it's in Bangladesh, whether it is in Iraq or elsewhere. It's an act of desperation more than anything else. And the government so far has reacted with relative calm, and it is trying to meet the threat as best as it can.
And tell us a bit about the significance of Medina. Clearly, obviously, that significance is big, but also about Qatif. Tell us about those places and their importance.
Eastern province, Qatif is a very sensitive region because it's predominantly inhabited by Shia Muslims that have a great deal of affection, if you would like, to Iran and Iranian policies. And we know what happened earlier this year in January when one of the individuals that was executed, Sheikh Nimr al-Nimr, was from Qatif, a firebrand cleric who called for the destruction of the House of Saud and so on and so forth. So therefore, the city tends to be rather tender in its human relationships between the two communities. And it is significant in the sense that the individual is trying to go inside a mosque and kill as many people as possible. But apparently it failed in the sense that the security officials found out about it and executed him before he could detonate himself. And eventually he did detonate himself, but before he could go inside the mosque. In Medina, it's slightly different because Medina is also part of the pilgrimage, and we are at the beginning of a Hajj season pretty soon, which means that there are several hundreds of thousands of people at any given time. So therefore, the targets that have been chosen, mosques and so on, tend to be very sensitive. And what the aim seems to be is to hit the Al Saud ruling family where it hurts most in terms of their legitimacy as custodians of the two holy mosques. But so far, the damage is very slight, and I don't think that the terrorists have accomplished their objectives except perhaps by killing themselves.
Joseph Kechichian from Gulf News, thank you very much indeed for talking to us about that story. Thank you.
Thank you.